channel episode. It's Valentine's Day, it's February the 14th, 2021, and like most people out there in the world today, wherever you are in the country, if you are celebrating Valentine's Day, you may be at home this year celebrating with your loved one, or even just having a good time by yourself if you don't have that special person in your life. So I was very, very shocked. Literally, I've been having dinner at home. Matt, my partner, cooked a beautiful homemade dinner. I had a little bit of champagne, so I may be feeling a little bit tipsy-whipsy. I don't know. But anyway, I looked at the phone I looked at my phone after we'd been watching TV, and sure enough, the news was there, the announcement was there that Harry and Meghan are expecting their second child. And of course, this comes 37 years after Diana, Harry's mother, Princess Diana that is, just in case you didn't know, announced her pregnancy with Prince Harry in the exact same way on Valentine's Day. So I would like to first of all congratulate the happy couple. Of course, there has been so much speculation over the past few months. I mean, really, expectation of Meghan's pregnancy has been going on for years. Really, ever since Archie was born, there's been rumours and talk about Meghan being pregnant again. And of course, we had the sad news last year, of course, of Harry and Meghan's miscarriage. But especially since, if you remember back, Harry and Meghan sort of postponed the trial date, and people thought, maybe there's something. So Meghan is pregnant. We don't know how far along she is, although in the picture, the baby bump kind of looked at least the first trimester to me. Normally, when couples announce their pregnancy, even private individual couples, they do typically wait to the first trimester before announcing a pregnancy, just literally to make sure that the majority of the issues that may arise in a pregnancy, you're kind of past the bulk of that stage. So I'm anticipating at least 3 months, possibly even more. We really don't know. But I'm going to read comments in a moment. As always, this is a live chat, but I want to share with you the picture. So of course, I can't share it on the screen because I'm doing a live chat, but I can literally just turn the screen around and show you. I mean, this picture is everywhere. So there we have, of course, Harry and Meghan. We think they're in the grounds of their Montecito home. And Meghan, of course, is lying. Again, it's black and white. We know that Harry and Meghan like to use the artistic form of black and white pictures. We can see Meghan lying on the grass. Harry is barefoot. We think Meghan's barefoot, but she's got her feet covered. Looks like a white kind of floaty, nice maternity dress. Looking very happy, gazing up into Harry's eyes. Very Valentine's-esque. Very appropriate, I think, for Valentine's Day. Of course, she's clutching her stomach, hands to stomach. And like I say, I'm no expert. I'm not an expert. But I think at least 3 months. Please give me your comments, give me your views in the comment section below, or leave a comment if you're viewing on catch up. But yeah, Harry barefoot, gazing lovingly, I should say, rather than beautifully, into Meghan's eyes. Obviously delighted they are pregnant for the second time. So I first saw the news when I was checking Twitter. And I went to Omi Scobie's page and he said, baby news, we can confirm that Archie is going to be a big brother. And this actually came directly from a spokesperson. Now, the picture, I do believe, was actually posted by the photographer who actually took the picture, I do believe, remotely from an iPad. And the photographer was Meeson Harriman, and she made a tweet as well, posting the picture, saying a beautiful portrait. No, she said, Meg, I was there at your wedding to witness this love story begin. And my friend, I'm honoured to capture it grow. Congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on this joyous news. And she's hashtagged it remote shoot, shot on iPad and shot by Meeson. So I don't know how she shot it. Maybe she set up an iPad and she's clicked a button via remotely. I don't quite know how it works, but anyway, there's the picture. Now, there's been some speculation. I've seen the tweets already people saying that Harry and Meghan hadn't told Harry's family, the royal family, before today, that the royal family found out at the same time as everyone else. Omid Scobie seems to think otherwise. Now, he actually made a post reiterating some of the royal family wishes, obviously saying Her Majesty, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince of Wales, and the entire family are delighted and wish them well. That was the official Buckingham Palace release. But he also said, a source confirms that the family had been told, that had been told, before today's announcement. Now, I wouldn't like to speculate on how long, how much prior, what the timescale was prior to this being announced. I mean, they could have been told yesterday, they could have been told, 5 hours ago. I don't know, but it does say that the family. Well, Omid says, a source that he's got says that Harry's family had been told before today's announcement. So I just thought I would kind of clear that up, because some people are already retweeting false information. And as you know, we're not about the false information, we're all about the true information, which I think is what Harry and Meghan are respectful of as well. So I'm also going to go to, again, I'm going to read another reiteration of the Buckingham Palace statement, saying that Her Majesty, the Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales, and the entire family are delighted and wish them well. And again, another royal reporter has confirmed that they've been told the royal family had been informed in advance. Although, like I say, I cannot possibly begin to comment on how far in advance they had been told. Right, I'm going to go and read some comments. I see we have 141 people already in the chat room. Oh, people have been commenting about my jumper, I can see. Now, this is a replica of Diana's. Diana wore the same one, and it says, I'm a luxury on the front, and on the back it says, few can afford. So, and it's true. I am a luxury few can afford. So let's have a look what people are saying. Lots of people saying wonderful news, congratulations to Meghan, Harry and baby number 2. Wonderful news, yay, hooray, hurrah. Lots of people overjoyed, wonderful news, fantastic. I'm so very well excited for the happy couple. Today's announcement is special because Diana and Charles, yes, as I said at the very, very start of this chat, in case you missed it and you came in a little bit later on, Harry and Meghan have done this the same way that Diana announced Harry's pregnancy 37 years ago, and that was to announce it on Valentine's Day. And of course, there had been, on the run-up to the announcement of Harry's birth, no, not birth, the announcement of the pregnancy, there was lots of speculation that Diana was pregnant. Of course, she was seen to be looking very healthy and glowing, and there was lots of press speculation at the time, 37 years ago. So, of course, Diana thought that it would be a really good idea to confirm the pregnancy, to announce it on Valentine's Day. And Harry and Meghan have kind of, I suppose, paid tribute to Diana, or at least kind of made it feel like Diana has been a part of this second pregnancy by emulating her and doing it in the exact same way, which I think was quite a nice special touch, I suppose. I'm going to go up again. Fortune says the Duchess's baby bump is too big to be 3 months. Ooh. Baby bump. Remember when Archie, she was barely showing and she was 4 months along? By her bump, I would guesstimate she's probably 6 to 7 months pregnant. Wow. Well, like I say, I'm not an expert on baby bumps, but I definitely think it's 3 months or more. And I remember reading somewhere, like I say, I'm no expert. You can correct me if you want. But I did read somewhere once that a second pregnancy, you can carry a little bit differently with each pregnancy. So just because perhaps you didn't show that much in your first pregnancy, in your second pregnancy, and so on, it can be different. I read that somewhere, or I saw it on a TV program. I can't remember where, but let me know if you've had more than one child. Did you carry exactly the same way, or were you a little bit different with each baby, with each pregnancy? Let me know. I'm open to your comments. Annie says, stop repeating hearsay and speculation. I'm sure the family knew before the pic was out. I haven't repeated it. I've tried to correct it. I think people need to listen to my words before they type. I really do. Sonia says, I'm thinking Harry and Meghan didn't want to step on Eugenie's baby news, so they held on to their pregnancy and announcement until after Eugenie gave birth. Well, who knows? I mean, who knows? It would have been, I mean, obviously, the press and, haters would have turned on Harry and Meghan even more if they'd had announced it on the exact same day that Eugenie gave birth. However, I think it was very nice and touching to announce the pregnancy on Valentine's Day, and lots of people, just as much as you could say perhaps it wasn't planned, you could also quite as easily say that it was planned, in advance to announce it on Valentine's Day because of it being such a special day, and also in the way that Diana did it as well. So haters gonna hate and people are gonna say what they're gonna say. But bottom line is, nobody knows why they chose to do it on that date. But the most likely reason, I suppose, is that it's in tribute and trying to make make Harry feel like his mother has been involved some way in the pregnancy. Kate says they were further along when they lost her baby, so it makes sense they'd wait till 5 months. Yeah, I mean, like I said, all these points are completely 100% valid. Lisa also thinks that she's about 5 months along. Frida says possibly second trimester. Maybe. We really don't know. I don't know whether we're going to get any more updated information. Probably not. We probably won't really know until maybe the next time. Maybe the next time we hear anything will actually be when baby is born. We really don't know. Kate also, a good comment, says Meghan's lying down, which makes the baby bump smaller. Yeah, that's something I hadn't considered as well. Alicia says, taking away your scene from Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts when they go on a picnic and he takes off his shoes. Oh, I love that film. It's gorgeous. Who didn't want to be Pretty Woman walking down the street? Yes. Yeah, I love that film. It's really gorgeous. Gala says, I would guess 5 to 6. Okay, lots of people thinking 5 to 6 months. Okay. Yeah, loads of people saying. Alicia says she won the lawsuit and she's pregnant. This is her year. It seems that way. Denise says wonderful news. Yeah, okay. Lots of people saying that they think 5 to 6 months. Okay. Alicia Henderson says rainbow baby this time around. Okay. I'm going to start the speculation. What do you think the sex of the baby will be? Boy or girl? I mean, I know in the great scheme of things, it doesn't matter as long as the baby is healthy. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. But let me know what your feelings are on gender. Do you think baby will be born a boy or a girl? Also, do let me know on names. So I want suggestions for boy names, possible girl names. Now, I don't think anybody guessed the name Archie. When Meghan and Harry gave birth, well, Meghan gave birth, but you know what I mean. When Harry and Meghan collectively gave birth, metaphorically speaking, nobody, as far as I'm aware, guessed the name Archie. So, we know that Harry and Meghan are not afraid to have names that literally nobody would even think of. So, what do you think the possible names could be? I want suggestions for a boy. I want suggestions for a girl. Do we think this time around they'll go down more of a traditional name type route, like a royal family name type route? Do you think they'll, honour more of Meghan's family? Do you think it'll just be a completely random name that they just like? Of course, when Archie was born, they said they just liked the name. So, let me know. Let me know your thoughts and suggestions about that. Sheila says, a red-headed little girl with a middle name Diana. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Fortune says, I'm praying for a girl this time around. Jency wants twins. A boy and a girl. You want a lot. But no, it would be, like I say, all people want is a healthy child. Literally. Kate suggesting Charles. Orlando confidently says it's a girl. Mary says she might be giving birth in September, maybe. Kate thinks boy. Sonia says girl. Mary says girl. Okay, maybe I should put a poll up. Maybe I should do a poll so we can actually get some predictions, and then we can all see how right or wrong we were when baby's born. Kate says they live a short distance from fantastic hospitals and other support, one of the best places. Catherine says interesting if they have Archie as a British subject and the new baby's American. Yeah, I mean, obviously, baby born overseas, it would kind of work, I think, the same way that it did when Archie was born in the UK. It's up to the parents to register the birth with the USA authorities. Because although Archie has an automatic right to be American, I do believe they had to at least register, inform the authorities officially of his birth because he wasn't born in the USA. I think that's how it works. So I imagine it would work the same way, but the opposite way around this time. So I imagine they would have to inform the British authorities of his birth, I think. I'll look into it further, probably for the next live chat, but I imagine it just works the opposite way around as what it did when Archie was born. I'm going to skip down the comments and say, yes, the surname will be Mountbatten Windsor. Now, again, we don't think that Harry and Meghan are going to take up the child's automatic right to be a lord or a lady, just the same way that they did with Archie. Of course, Archie could have had a courtesy title, and of course, you know, when Charles is king, Archie has the right to be known as a HRH and a prince. So new baby, whether it be a boy or a girl, has exactly the same rights. But, you know, I think most people expect Harry and Meghan to do exactly the same as what they did with Archie with the new baby. So not to take up any of the birthright formally, so to speak. That still remains, even though Harry and Meghan might not want their children to be styled in that way, to have titles. They are still entitled to it. So obviously, when the children get old enough, technically they can make up their own minds on whether they want to take up whatever birthright, you know, they have. Let's have a look. So just thought I'd put that in there. Matilda says, have there been twins in the royal family? I think I'm trying to think back. Not in recent history. I'd have to probably go back quite a long way. Oh, Kate, full name. Meghan's mum's full name is Doria Lois Ragland, and I'd probably not pronounced the Lois right. So hopefully someone can put me straight on that one. But yeah, that's a beautiful name. Lois, I actually quite like that. If I've said that correctly, Lois sounds actually quite a nice name. I'm liking that. Khaleesi says, oh my God, Meghan's having a rainbow baby. Oh, the love I feel for the Sussexes. I'm crying. I'm so happy. Alicia says she does like her Greek words. So I was thinking Philip in Greek. Philip has not been used in the royal family birth names of younger royals for a very long time. So yeah, that's possible. Let's go down again. Joanna says this child will be an American citizen, not a UK citizen. Like I said, I just kind of spoke briefly about this. I think it works the same way that it did with Archie. You have to register the birth with the other country that the parent is. So yeah, I think it just works the same way, basically, just flipped around this time. Kate says, I like Philip as a name, and I hope someone uses it. I'm sure it will be eventually used. Bargain Betsy says, Elliot, you seem so excited for this news. Your excitement is infectious. Hope it is a girl. I get lots of people. Obviously, we don't know. So this part of it is just speculating. This bit is the fun bit. It's just guessing, you know, whether you staking your claim, whether you think the child is going to be a boy or a girl, and what likely names. This is the kind of fun bit. So we are allowed to have a bit of fun and a little bit of guesswork. Sometimes, and this bit is appropriate. We can guess and have a little guess. Black Queen says they are still gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. We know that. Everyone knows that. But don't let haters get in your way of feeling happy when there's good news to celebrate. Kathy says, I think it will be a very unique name. Hope it's a girl. Well, like I say, nobody saw Archie coming. And if they're saying they did, they're lying. Girl, you're lying. No, I don't know. I remember talking about baby names for months and months and months and months and months. Not once did I read out a suggestion where someone said Archie. I really don't think anybody was anywhere near that name. So, I mean, I had some very good suggestions. There were some great suggestions, but I don't think anybody came up with Archie, not to my knowledge anyway. So yeah, they have, Harry and Meghan have displayed, that they can think outside of the box and come up with something, that people don't expect. So I'm kind of thinking they might do the same again. Just something that we're just not expecting at all. Oh, Leslie, thank you. She's donated $19.99 and says, thanks for being you. Thank you so, so much for the kind donation. It really does help, especially in these troubled times. It really, really does. And by the way, speaking of troubled times, this new baby will be born, I suppose, into a very troubled world. And I don't know what the symbolism of that could be, but, hey, baby is born, was conceived, likely, in a troubled world, will be born into a troubled world. And hopefully, by the time child reaches maturity, a lot of these kind of troubles that we're seeing in the world, a lot of these world issues will be at peace, and we'll be kind of at peace with ourselves, with one another, with other groups of people. So yeah, I'm hoping that this will kind of be the herald of a new era. Alicia says, Archie is from the Spencer side of the family, so he's basically on 200. Yeah, look, I remember at the time, but it was quite far back. I think Archibald was like somewhere quite far back in the Spencer family history, from what I remember, from what I recall at the time. And of course, Harry and Meghan did say that Archie wasn't a shortened version of Archibald. They said Archie wasn't an abbreviation of any sort of longer form name. So basically, when they said, they just said it was just a name they liked, and of course, a name that has strength, a word that they just kind of liked. So although Archibald was further back in the Spencer family, I don't actually think that's why they chose it, to be quite honest. Kate, thank you so, so much. She's donated $10 as well and given me a flying emoji. We like the flying emoji. For those of you who haven't seen the picture and you're just tuning in and you're like, oh my God, I want to see the picture. Here it is. So there we go. Just in case you haven't seen it. Again, it's Harry. He's barefoot. It's normally the mother that's barefoot and pregnant. But no, Harry's barefoot and pregnant too. I'm thinking Meghan also is barefoot underneath that dress. Does anyone have any clues on the designer of the dress? I imagine it's probably sold out already. If someone's located it, I don't know. But anyway, gorgeous photo, very romantic, released on Valentine's Day. Very symbolic of love and joy and good news. Annie says, will I be baking a cake today? No, because Matt cooked a beautiful Valentine's dinner. I'm actually, what time is it now in the UK? I'm on late. It's 10:18 p.m. here in the UK. So I've literally just popped on to do a live chat. We have 340 people watching right now. So please, if you're watching, give a thumbs up. Give the new baby a thumbs up. I think new baby, boy or girl, deserves a bit of a thumbs up. Let's scoot down. Matilda says, Carolina Herrera recycled by Meghan. I have a Carolina Herrera men's aftershave, and it's gorgeous. It's the one shaped like a lightning bolt, and it smells delicious. Yeah, lots of people confirming it was Caroline Herrera. Amber says, what did Matt give you? Roses. I got a surprise of roses and a card. Kate says, Harry still doesn't have the ponytail. No, he does not have the ponytail. And in fact, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in on the photograph, and I'm looking for signs of a pony. And no, I cannot see a high pony. I cannot see a side pony. I cannot see a back pony. I cannot see a low pony. I cannot even see an elegant chignon. So no, I think it is just Harry's hair. I mean, for goodness sake, if people believe that he had a ponytail, honestly. Although, like I've said before, I think an Ariana Grande pony, I would live for Harry with an Ariana Grande ponytail in red. A red Ariana Grande pony, yes. Sean Kay says, I believe Princess Diana has an American great granny. I think that there is somewhere on the Spencer side further back. Gala says, who did the Sussexes do the press release announcement through originally? The photographer shared the photograph. And if I go back, I will be able to show you, to prove to you, so that there is no misinformation, no misinformation going on. Meeson Harriman shared the photograph, which she took remotely of the Duke and Duchess, and there's her tweet right there. So that's how the photograph got released, and also there was a press release as well. Omid Scobie, obviously one of the journalists and one of the organisations which Harry and Meghan are sharing information with. So there you go. It's basically, excuse the expression, but it's come from the horse's mouth. So this is not second-hand information. This is first-hand, official, proper information. There we go. We just don't know, like I said, we don't know sex of baby. We don't know, how far gone Meghan is. Although, like I said, lots of people are suggesting possibly 5 months. I mean, I didn't expect people to come back and say that they thought she was 5 months. All I'm saying is it's likely to be over 3 months because people don't normally announce their pregnancy to the world unless they've gone past that first trimester. So conservatively, we can say 3 months or more. But lots of people are saying that they've got a feeling by the looks of Baby Bump, it could be possibly as much as 5 months. Maybe 6 months, some people are suggesting. But that is just speculation. Alicia says, I think Rob Lowe was joking. I think he was joking too. And thought it was a doppelganger of Harry, and he has a ponytail because there's another picture of them walking the dogs with a guy that looked kind of like Harry with a ponytail. Wow. Imagine being Harry's doppelganger. Again, people coming through with congratulations. Cynthia says, looking at Bump 5 or 6, and you are a Labour nurse. Wow. Like I said, I wasn't expecting people to come. I'm not an expert in pregnancy, of course. But I wasn't expecting people to come back with 5 or 6 months. And most women, I'm guessing mostly women who are in the know, are coming back with 5 or 6 months. Okay. Elise says, this was great news. So happy for Harry and Meghan. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. People again still coming. Right, by the way, we never know who's looking and who's reading comments and looking at comments. So we know that Prince Harry himself does actually, although perhaps he shouldn't read some comments out there, he has been known to read a few comments. So please feel free to leave your messages of congratulations and also any name suggestions. Harry and Meghan may need help, I don't know. But feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. You never know who's going to get to see them. Hey, it's worth a shot. Cynthia's wearing her Royal Reviewer hoodie. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Anna says, good timing, public announcement made after the princess went home with her baby boy. And Son says, I think they waited until Eugenie's baby was born to announce the news. Again, we don't know. We can't confirm that. All we do know is Diana announced Harry's pregnancy on Valentine's Day 37 years ago. So, it could be that they're trying to pay a little bit of tribute, trying to make Diana feel trying to make Harry feel like Diana's involved in somehow, because we know from William and Harry that, that it's these kind of key moments in their lives, marriages, births, pregnancies, all these kind of key big moments, is when they think back, and that's when it really, hits home that Diana's not here to share these joyous, momentous life occasions with. So it could just be literally to just give a little nod to Diana to make Harry feel like she has been involved in this. And of course she always will be, because new baby will always have a part of Diana in the DNA. And Anya A baby name will be Maeve Dina. Wow. And see, it's names like this that Harry and Meghan could just pull out of the bag. Who knows? Anything is possible. Claudia says no travelling for Meghan until the baby comes out very safely. Yeah, and again, this is probably why, if you remember back to when before the court case was settled, it was postponed until later in the year. And lots of people at the time were speculating it's perhaps because of pregnancy. Personal reasons were cited. So again, it was speculation at the time. I mean, I'm imagining that was the reason why. So yeah, I am no travelling. That would be a really safe precaution. So anyone who's expecting Meghan to travel anywhere, to travel to the UK before baby's born, I think that is just, completely out of the question. And maybe that's where some of these stories came from about recent stories about Meghan not accompanying Harry back. Perhaps there was some kind of information leaked somewhere that Meghan couldn't travel. Perhaps they didn't know fully that it was because of a pregnancy, but there could have been something there that kind of sparked those stories, and of course spun in a negative way, and all the different connotations that came with that. So, perhaps that might have been the origins of those recent stories that we've seen in the past. Oh, we have 417 people watching already. Just in case we have new people watching, I will share the picture again, because I know obviously I can't just do a split screen on here, but this is the picture that was shared by the photographer, so it's official, of Harry and Meghan, barefoot and pregnant, both of them. They're both barefoot and pregnant. Harry, nice open shirt, on the grass, lovingly looking into each other's eyes, hands resting proudly on baby bump, looking really beautiful, relaxed, happy, peaceful. Beautiful garden, by the way. I'm loving the garden. But yeah, and of course, announced on Valentine's Day. Let's go back to the comment section and see what people are saying. H. London says, hi, it's late for you. It is. This news has filled my heart. I cannot tell you how overjoyed I am for Harry and Meghan. And Leslie says if she's due near June, likely Harry won't risk being so far away to go for the UK. Now, again, there's been lots of talk about events happening in the UK that Harry and Meghan could have attended this year. Of course, we have Philip's 100th birthday, and more importantly, I think we have the Diana unveiling of the statue. And Trooping the Colour was supposed to go ahead, although I don't think it will now. But anyway, the main one, I think, is in terms of Harry, is the unveiling of the Diana statue. Now, the Diana statue was announced as a project between William and Harry on the 20th anniversary of Diana's death. Now, that was a number of years ago now, and we hadn't heard any news about it literally up until the later part of last year. So, we've already been waiting a long time for this statue, and I'm kind of thinking that if Harry can't be there to unveil it with William, this is very much a joint project. It's not one brother above the other. This is both brothers honouring their mother in a statue. It is to be situated in the White Garden. Well, it was a White Garden, but in the sunken garden of Kensington Palace. I was there at Kensington Palace just last year in the September. I saw where it's going to be. Work is already being done to renovate this garden. So I can see that William is not going to want to carry on kind of unveiling it without Harry being there. And I genuinely do think that, because this has been a passion project for both of them. They were both involved in raising the funds. And I think if Harry can't be there, there is a very good chance that this could be postponed until next year, when Harry can be here. I see no reason. We've waited so long for this statue. We can wait another year. And I think people would want it to be done in the correct way. People would want Harry to be there. And I think it's only fair that Harry is there to see the unveiling. So I kind of hope... I'm torn, because I want to see the statue. Of course, it's something that's been long awaited. I want to see it, but also I want it done right. And I think it's only right that Harry should be there at the same time as William, unveiling it jointly. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping now that it will just be postponed. Again, lots of people coming in with their gender, their thoughts on baby's gender, possible genders, and also baby names coming in. H1 says, just as a thought, this explains a lot of the court request and travel issue. Yeah. Khaleesi says, hi. Hello to everyone. And yeah, please hit the thumbs up button. Cinderella, I love the name. I do. Says, I'd love to see a girl this time. Diana has to be the name or part of it. And Claudia says, a good day to buy a bottle of wine for the delivery day, or should I buy two in case they are having twins? It could it could be quadruplets. Who knows? Who knows? Mary Pilly says, I just watched the picture and run to watch your show. Thank you. And Peter says, if a girl, they should name Doria. If a boy, called Thomas, after Meghan's parents. And CH says, Sussex baby number 2 will likely be born in the USA. Will this be a first British prince to have an American born child? Possibly. I mean, like I said, we spoke about this before. I think it works the same way around that it did with Archie. If Harry and Meghan want the baby to be a British citizen, I think they would have to register the birth with the nearest British embassy that's situated in the USA. Matilda says, don't jinx it, quads. Who knows? Who knows? Sextuplets. I don't know. Wasn't there? Oh, I'm remembering Octomom. Do you remember Octomom? Oh, the size of that baby bump. My goodness, Octomom. That must have been, I don't know, how would it have felt to have had 8 inside? I mean, you could certainly see that there was 8. I mean, it was enormous. Octomom, my goodness. Whatever happened to Octomom? I don't know. Dee says, so very excited for them. God's blessings to the Sussexes. And may Meghan and baby be helped. By the way, Meghan does not look like Octomom. Just putting it out there. Meghan's nice little neat baby bump is not in Octomom territory. Yet. H. London says, Diana for a girl. Spencer for a boy. Just to put it out there, my thoughts for Eugenie's baby name is Victor. So... maybe there could be, if it's for girl, maybe Victoria. I don't know, just saying. NM says, non-truplets, my goodness. Oh, where would they put them all? Claudia says, please, no Thomas for names. Well, people are going to have their opinions on that one, aren't they? I think. But Angela says that twins would be nice. Right, well, I think that's all we can basically say at this point in time. Kate EF says Victoria is a beautiful name. It is indeed. Oh, Peter says Octomom's on OnlyFans now. I'm shook. Anyway, Marie says these trolls are coming up with their, again, let the woman live. Kate's gone, oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to go now. It's late here in the UK. I've told all the news that we have already to tell. If anything else comes up, of course, I will pop back on or make a video and let you know. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, because obviously I have literally just done all the facts, and any speculation we've done has been noted as speculation. And like I said, leave a comment. You never know who's watching, so leave all your messages of congratulations in the comment section below. So, and subscribe to the channel. So from me in Shropshire in the UK, mwah, to you all, and good night, and have a good and blessed Valentine's Day.